One of the coolest things about e-commerce and marketing is the amount of touch points that someone needs to have with your brand before they become a customer. And what I mean by that is people probably have to be subscribed to your email marketing. They need to go to your Instagram. They need to go to your website. They need to spend time just being hit by different channels of marketing before they become a purchaser. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I work with a client that sells a very high ticket item. It's in the thousands of dollars, and usually people take time before they decide to buy something that's worth that much money. The other day, they released a new color for their product, and we sent out an email campaign. That email campaign converted a couple people and made a good amount of money. Getting one of these emails converting multiple times is really, really good considering the price of that product. So when I go into Klaviyo and I'm looking at this person's profile of one of the purchasers, we saw that this person had been following the brand for almost 3 years, since 2023. And that was really interesting to me because this person was basically following the brand and opening all the emails for almost 3 years before they decided to take action. That's why I say it's very important that any e-commerce brand needs to have all their channels locked in and making good content, because you don't know what final piece of content or marketing is gonna drive the person to become a customer. So people might think that some of them are not useful, or that their business might not need some sort of one of those marketing channels, which could be true. Maybe you're a B2B business and you don't really need to have all the marketing channels. But if you're direct to consumer and you have something like clothing, or maybe something that's more accessible, low ticket, and you need volume in order for your brand to be successful, you want to have as many touch points with different channels in order to drive sales. And one of the biggest ones for this, I think, has to be organic content, because organic content is going to find the audience that really resonates with your brand. If you're selling athletic clothing or something that has to do with sports, you want to create organic content that really is specialized and is geared towards the people who want that type of clothing. And at the same time, once you start creating that organic content and you start to get people who are actually interested in that type of videos, you need to be collecting emails as well. I really like email marketing, and I think it's still one of the most powerful marketing channels because of the reach and the intentionality behind it. If you get a good organic traffic going onto your website and they give you their email, it could be a really, really great tool for your brand to take off. And that's the interesting thing about marketing for e-commerce, that people are probably going to find out about your brand through one channel, then they'll go to your website, then they'll go to your Instagram, they'll be hit with paid ads, they'll have all these interactions with the brand before they become a customer. If you can do so organically, I think that's even better, because once people sign up to the email list and you start sending them messages, campaigns, and they start to be in the flows that you have in place, people are naturally learning more about the brand. They're being exposed to it, and it could take months before they become an actual customer. But email marketing really creates great margins for whatever it is that you're selling. You don't have to spend maybe as much money on paid and retargeting in order to have people convert. So I think email marketing for that is one of the best channels that you need to have in your e-commerce store for you to make as much money as possible and to maximize customer lifetime value. Because if they buy, you want them to come back. You want them to be brand advocates. You want them to be part of that community, because that's how a business is made. It's not made from one-off purchases, right? You want people to stay around, to stick around, and to become part of whatever it is that you're building.